Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ultimate Freedom Guide channel. You know what the goal is. The goal is to become ultimately free. And one of the ways we are doing that is to become financially free. I'm glad that you are here today. I hope everybody's doing well. Some news on Splassive. I did a video on this project about 2 weeks ago. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I never wish a project fail. I never wish people lose their money. I am not that creep that goes on Coin Market Cap and all these comment areas and scream FUD and scam and Ponzi on every crypto DeFi project. I think that's just lame. I don't even know what type of people actually have the time to do those type of things. So but originally, I said I was 65% sure that I was not going to get into this project just based on originally. Now they have made the site a little better, but originally it did not look good at all. It was horrendous. The colors just looked it looked disgusting, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna lie to you. Watch the last video. You're gonna see. Now they did make some improvements, right? They made some improvements. It's okay, right? I have nothing bad to say. It's not super aesthetically pleasing today. It's not even aesthetic. As my son. It's not aesthetic, as my son would say. Um, but okay, it is what it is. It's a splash of, if you didn't watch the last video, is a fork from the OG Drip Network. I haven't done a video on uh, the Drip Network, and this one in particular. I'm in the other part of its ecosystem. So it has Drip Garden, the piggy bank, and the animal farm. So I am more invested into that area, but I'm going to do a video on Drip very soon. So bear with me. But basically, it was a fork. Splassive is a fork off of the Drip network. And my only complaint was, like I said, the website, the UI was just, it was in a direct clone. It looked just like Drip Network with just horrible colors, right? Horrible colors. And this is an investor. I was like, you know what? If you didn't take the time with your website, I don't know what else you didn't take the time with. This is my thinking. But I still wish that it was a success. And like I said, I was on the fence. I was on the fence, although on the other side of the fence of not investing, still just being in observation mode, wanting to see it, wanting to see what it was going to do over time. And then I would have made my decision. If I'm looking at it, it's making, it's making people money. It's going on 2, 3, 4, 5 months down the road. And it's looking like a successful project, and why not? But at the moment, I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't like the way you look, and I'm out. And so the topic of today is something happened to Splassive. I'm hearing multiple things. Allegedly, some things, some people exploited the contract address and basically sold off a lot of Splash. So you can see it went from 26 to $3.84. So when something like that happens, that means a lot of people are losing their money. Now it's still a 2% daily interest on Splassive, and that was the difference between Drip Network, which is the OG, and Splassive. Drip is offering a 1% daily interest, and it's been around for about a year now. And Splassive is a couple of weeks old, and it was offering a higher APR. It was offering 2% APR. And so, like I said before, I don't look for or chase higher APRs. The first thing I'm looking for is sustainability, and also, do I think this project is going to be around for a while? Okay. So high APR doesn't attract me like that. I'm not gonna, oh my goodness, it's 2%. Oh my goodness, it's 3%. Let me just throw my money at it. No, I tell everybody is, take your time. Don't get FOMO'd into a project or a protocol. And if you do, throw some risk capital, and you'll see me throw some money in some projects that I don't even think is going to last. I just want to see what's going to happen. But I don't recommend, if you're, using risk capital, and you really want to see gains, then don't throw your money at everything. I do it because obviously it creates content, and it's a way for me to see what projects work. Let me be the test dummy. Let me be the test dummy. But in this circumstance, I said I wasn't willing to be the test dummy in Splassive. Um, for me, trust your gut, trust your instincts. If you feel something is wrong, just don't do it, and don't be afraid. Like, if it was gonna, if matter of fact, when I originally looked at it, it was like, um, I think $10 or something like that. It was down here somewhere when I first looked at it, right? And then it just blew up. I didn't, you know, like, oh my goodness, I should have got into it. I'm like, okay, if it does well, it does well, and I'll see you on the other side. I'll get into it later. For me, it's never, a good project is never too late. For me, if it's a good project, that means fresh capital should be able to enter in, at any time, and still be able to get a decent ROI. That's just my thinking. So yes, Splassive went down. I actually hope the devs don't give up on a project, kind of figure out some mistakes, what went wrong, because good development teams, it happens to the best projects, right? And like I said, I don't want anybody to lose their money or be out of their money because some nefarious player in the game ruined it for everybody, because that's just bad on the entire ecosystem of the DeFi space. We want more capital come into this space so this space can continue to grow and mature. We're still at our infancy stage. So, like I said before, this is the wild, wild west. This is interstellar, intergalactic, and a new journey in the territory that we are exploring. And so it only makes it better when we have people that are real players in the game, that actually want to see protocols such as Splassive and other projects become successful. I'm not against forks. I think forks are great for the DeFi space because a real fork looks to improve on something that the original did not do, right? So the fork is saying, hey, the original was good, or the original didn't work, or the original had these cons, and I like these pros, and they create the fork to hopefully be better than its predecessor. Okay. But when I see that a fork is just a fork, and it's an exact clone of the website, and they didn't take the time to create a better logo, and it just has a similar sound, drip splash, I'm kind of like, come on, man, you could have, you know what I'm saying, you could have did better. um but again, I hope this project does bounce back, because one thing that I do not want to see is people lose their money, because this could, I could be in a project, and I've been in projects where, you know they didn't do what they said they were going to do, or the project just didn't work out, and it's sad. But this is why you don't invest the money that you need to pay your mortgage with, or your rent with, or your car note with, right? Risk capital. And that's what you do. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to give you an update on this project. If you have any more information on it, please let me know so I can be more up to date. Again, all this stuff is hearsay, it's alleged. I'm not in any of their Discord or the Telegram or anything like that. I came across it on my feed, so I want to update everyone because I did a video on it, 2 weeks ago. So again, whatever time you're watching this video, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.